Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Season 39 is done, the leaderboard is up, the rewards are out, and now it is time to open a few crystals. So I'm going to be doing the rewards first this time. If you'd like to stick around for the season review that I typically do in these videos, I would greatly appreciate that. But for the time being, let's claim these rewards and open these two 6-star Nexus crystals. My alliance finished 11th overall, which is, I think, 6 spots higher than we finished last season. We were only a few deaths away from Masters top 10, so we have a goal to get into the top 10 next season for sure. Let's go ahead and claim these. In terms of the Nexus crystals, I think I'm going to go 1 Science, and then I'm kind of torn between skill or tech. All right, we're going to do tech. We're going to do tech. All right, here we go. I had to double check and triple check to make sure that this wasn't the Abyss Tech Nexus. Like, I opened it up and I looked for the number 3 written there. So I had to make absolutely sure that it wasn't the other one. So out of here, we're looking for dupes on a bunch of champions that would be useful. So let's just see what we get. Like Warlock, Ultron, Sparky, Penny, bunch of good choices there. And we got none of those. Awesome. All right, well, we're definitely not going to pick a Max Sig for Ghost. I think let's go Nebula here. I don't really need the regen on Hulkbuster, but additional combat power rate that she gets will be useful, so we'll take Sigs on Nebula. Alrighty. The top prize out of here would be a dupe on Spider-Man 2099. A new Rulk would also be awesome. Other than that, it's like Titania dupe, Joe Fixit dupe, Torch dupe. But yeah, Spider-Man 2099 would be who I really, really want to see out of here. So, and we're getting Reed. Oh, Torch Awakening. I will absolutely take that. That's a win. That's a win for sure. All right, cool. All right, cool. Stay tuned for the season review. All right, like I said a moment ago, we did finish in the Masters bracket. We were ranked number 11 overall, probably only a few deaths here and there away from that top 10 finish, but that's how it goes at this level. The wars are very tight typically. 53 kills for me this season. I think that is a 4-kill improvement over season 38, so pretty happy about that. Still not even close to some of the heavy hitters in the alliance, though. I think Slayman finished 105-0 this season, so big shout out to him for taking almost twice as many fights as I did and not dying. I had 1 death this season, unfortunately. That was early on, I think war number 2 against an Ebony Maw, and I'd be lying if I said that I didn't obsess over it for the rest of the season. But, you know, perfectionism for me is a curse, but it's also a little bit of a blessing because, you know, that 1 death was an enormous motivator for me not to let it happen again. So only 1 death for me. I guess I can be satisfied with that. Our record 7-5. That's an improvement over last season. You know, I think we have room to grow as an alliance. We can definitely make that top 10 next season. So lots of stuff to look forward to in season 40. Okay, here's a look at all of my fights by war. Greens are solos. Yellow in column 2 there is the 1 fight that I died on. I think my favorite fight from this season, probably the Invisible Woman mini-boss in War 6 against SGA with Valkyrie, just because I was so excited to finally use Valkyrie in War. That fight was extremely tricky. It nearly went sideways more than once, just because Hazard Shift is such a difficult node when Invisible Woman accidentally lets you intercept her, but we got it done. Least favorite fight this season, I think, was definitely the Black Widow mini in War 10 with Overseer. That fight was just an absolute mess, just constant block damage, sitting in the corner, just praying for her to, you know, let me have a couple hits with Cosmic Mode. But yeah, other than that, you know, a bunch of Gallon fights were fun this season. Using Gallon in War is always fun because the fights last like 10 seconds. Lastly, here's a look at my Alliance War attacker usage. So this looks much different than it did last season. If you recall last season, I think Nimrod and Ghost accounted for like over half of my fights. So I appreciated the greater variety in my attacker usage this season. So Gallon, Kingpin, Nimrod topping the list with 6 each there. Nimrod still finding his way to the top of my usage. Hulkling and Rintra getting a lot of usage this season. I was very happy about that. APOC, Nick Fury, and then bringing Overseer to War for the very first time. Got to use him several times with mixed results. Archangel finally got to see some wartime. Nebula for those pesky Nimrods. And Valkyrie, very, very excited to finally get to use her. And then some one-offs there at the end. Falcon, Omega Sentinel, Hood, Thing, and Warlock. All right, before I sign off, I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to the officers and planners in my battle group, DLL and MU8s and Na, for putting together phenomenal war plans, war after war. These guys put in so much hard work and time every single war, putting each of us in a position to succeed. And our battle group had a really great season. 11 of 12 wars, we had 2 or fewer deaths. Just a huge credit to those guys. Really proud of everybody in the Alliance and the battle group. Just having a great season overall. All right, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed it, please remember to hit like. And as always, thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you again next season.